Welcome everyone. Today we are discussing a topic that connects deeply with personal growth and creativity. Finding your passion in a
I'm
world
ready when.
full of trends and distractions, discovering what truly excites you can change your life and even shape your future career. Joining us today is Maya, who will share valuable insights on passion, purpose, and using social media positively. Welcome, Maya.
Thanks for having me. I'm so ready to dive into this. It's such a high stakes topic because there's so much pressure to just know your passion, right?
Maya, how would you define finding your passion?
I'd say passion isn't some destination you arrive at, it's more of a feeling that builds up. It's that thing that makes you lose track of time and makes you actually want to lean in, even when it's difficult. Does that track with how you see it?
Maya, why do so many people struggle to discover what truly excites them?
I think a lot of it comes down to the noise. We're constantly told we should have this one singular calling, which makes people freeze up. They're looking for a lightning bolt instead of just noticing what they're already curious about.
Why can social media help people discover their passions?
Oh, it can. It's a massive library of everything humans are into. The problem is, we usually use it to compare our beginning to someone else's highlight reel. It turns curiosity into a competition instead of a playground. Do you think it's more of a tool or a trap?
How can social media help people discover their passions?
It's all about how you curate your feed. If you start following people who are actually doing the things you're curious about, not just the influencers, you start seeing the messy, real process of how something gets built. Turn to a mood board for your own life. It's a great way to test the waters without having to commit to a full blown course or a new career right away.
Maya, what are some signs that someone has found something that genuinely love?
The biggest tell is when the work doesn't feel like a chore. Like when you're so deep in it that you completely forget to check your phone, or you're exhausted but you're still buzzing. It's that feeling of, I can't believe I get to do this.
Maya, how important is experimentation when trying to discover your interest?
Like I was saying, it's basically everything. You can't find your favorite flavor of ice cream if you've only ever tasted vanilla. Experimenting gives you actual data on what you actually enjoy rather than just what you think you should enjoy.
Maya, do you think hobbies can turn into successful careers today?
It definitely can. When a student starts with just pure curiosity, they're usually more resilient because they're actually interested in the struggle. That's the secret sauce for a successful career, combining a natural interest with the grit to keep going.
Maya, how can young people avoid comparing themselves to others online?
It's a tough battle because that's literally what these apps are designed for. One trick is to shift from, why can't I do that, to, oh, that's cool that they can. Turning envy into a sort of research project makes the other person's success feel like a possibility rather than a limitation.
Maya, what role does consistency play in developing passion into purpose?
Consistency is where the magic actually happens. It's one thing to have a spark of interest, but consistency is what turns that spark into a skill. You show up for something. Exactly. It's like the difference between a one hit wonder and a real career. You just build this momentum.
Maya, how can content creators stay authentic while following trends?
I think we just touched on this, but let me put it a different way. It's about adding your own flavor to the formula. If you just follow the trend, you're a copy. If you use the trend to say something that only you can say, you're an original using a popular language. It's basically just playing with the ingredients instead of following the recipe exactly.
And can fashion change over time as people grow?
Oh, it totally can. We're not the same people at
Why can fashion change over time as people grow? Give an example.
Absolutely. Think of someone who spends their teens obsessed with gaming, not just playing, but studying the mechanics and the stories. As they grow, that passion might shift from the screen to something like architecture or game design or even psychology. The core interest in how systems work stays the same, but the way it shows up in their life evolves as they get more perspective.
How important is self awareness in discovering your true interest?
It's the compass for the whole process. Without it, you're just following the noise of what everyone else says is successful or cool. Self awareness lets you notice the subtle clues, the things that actually make you feel energized versus the things you're just good at, but secretly drain you.
What are some daily habits that help people connect with their passions?
I've got a few that actually work. One is the curiosity log, just spending 5 minutes a day jotting down anything that made you lean in or feel a spark, no matter how random. Then there's low stakes exploration, like spending 30 minutes a week trying something you're objectively bad at, just for the fun of it. It removes the pressure to be a pro and lets you actually play.
How can social media platforms be used for learning and growth instead of distractions?
It's all about shifting from a passive consumer to an active curator. Instead of letting an algorithm decide what you see, you can treat your feed like a custom textbook. Follow experts, join niche communities, and use the save folder as a personal knowledge base. It basically turns a distraction machine into a personalized learning hub. Do you think most people actually know how to do that?
Finally, Maya, what message would you like to share with viewers who are still searching for their passion?
My biggest piece of advice is to stop looking for a lightning bolt. It's okay if you don't have one singular life defining calling right now. Just follow the breadcrumbs of your curiosity, the things that make you lean in, the small things that feel a bit too easy, a bit too exciting. That's where the magic is. Be patient with yourself, be okay with being bad at things, and just keep playing. Your passion isn't something you find, it's something you build.
Thank you so much, Maya, for sharing such inspiring thoughts with us today. Finding your passion is a journey, and every small step matters. To everyone watching, keep exploring, learning, and believing in yourself. Your passion might already be closer than you think.